Hello everyone, I'm Cherry. Today I'd like to talk about how had Lu Xun's idea influenced the outbreak of China's new democratic revolution. In order to start my point, I'd like to clarify the key concepts first. So, what is the new democratic revolution in China? Mao 1949 defined it as a bourgeois democratic revolution led by the Communist Party of China under the May 4th movement from 1919 to the founding of the People's Republic of China in 1949, which struck imperialism, federalism, and bureaucratic capitalism. According to Han 2017, the May 4th movement was a cultural renaissance launched by the New York magazine to critique Confucian tradition and to replace classical Chinese with the vernacular. Then, we should move to this great intellectual. Lu Xun is one of the pen name of Zhou Shuren. He is the founder of the modern Chinese literature and one of the main participants in the May 4th movement, because in 1918 he used this pen name to publish the first vernacular novel, A Madman's Diary, in the history of Chinese literature in New York magazine, which marks the beginning of this movement. According to Wagner 2009, Lu Xun was born in 1881 and died in 1936. In his whole life, he supported China's political change through overt action and pen warfare. My argument in this video is that his idea has profoundly influenced and promoted the outbreak of China's new democratic revolution by criticizing the Confucian ethical tradition that's supporting the federal system, as well as encouraging people, especially the young people and the students, change their state cause through a revolution. Now, I will explore his idea by analyzing the novel A Madman's Diary, and these sentences are excerpted from Selected Story of Lu Xun, published in 1963, as well as G. 2011's translation. For one thing, Lu Xun exposes the nature of federal ethics stratify people's independent thoughts in the name of virtue and morality. Firstly, eat people has double meaning here. The surface meaning is the fact that the uncivilized people eat human flesh. More deeply, the federal ethics persecuted people just like eat them. It covers message of the feudal ethics, denial of individual spirit and freedom of thought, and the separation of human existence and development. Secondly, here the gentry and other identity are all the symbols of traditional social system. Lu Xun inclines that the federal ethics has rationalized the exploitation and operation of the ruler, causing people to ignore that they are able to fight for their natural rights. Clearly, in Madman's Diary, Lu Xun not only rebelled against the essence of federal ethics system, but also points out that it is the ideological tools for rulers to rule the people. The two ideas can be seen as powerful challenges to the old Chinese social system. For another, A Madman's Diary emphasized the spirit of democracy and revolutionary progressive thoughts, which covers the author's appeal for Chinese to awakening and resistance. First of all, the author used the theory of evolution to justify the correctness and inevitability of the revolution, and emphasizing the progression of the new ideas. For example, the madman in article believed that those who eat people are animals and should feel shame for their backwardness. On the contrary, those who received progressive ideas are involved real human beings. And the author also questions the deep-rooted federal tradition. Always being like this does not mean it is true and right, and warns those who still hold the feudal ideas that they would not be tolerated in the future. Thus, his idea can be seen as a powerful ideological support to the outbreak of the revolution. In conclusion, as we learned in class before, in other words, as told 1998, highlighted that the broad participation of the people in the revolution and the dominance of the new social ideology are two inevitable factors of the occurrence of the revolution. Through the comprehensive critique of the old social system and the wide spirit of the democratic spirit, Lu Xun's thoughts has profoundly affected the outbreak of the new democratic revolution. Thank you for your listening.